Both of us. Hello and welcome to the live stream. I will just push the actual stream button. So, hello and welcome back, Lee. How has your week been?
It's been good. It's been 3 days of work rather than the whole week, which is also good.
Okay, did you have 2 days off? Or
Yeah, because we worked. Because I worked the weekend a couple weekends ago.
yep.
Yeah. So, luckily, that's interesting. Luckily, I managed to get a couple of days of Lou in there, so that's quite nice. Just to have a 3-day week.
Nice.
It's a big project. Yeah, it was quite cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. I've got this week off. So last week was a big project, and I've got this week off.
Oh, nice. It's always good when you do that.
It is very good. I do like it. I'm looking at the sky just outside my window, and it's actually a crimson red colour. It's all gloomy.
Huh.
Like we're about to play Doom or something. Okay, so this is the Rando stream. We will be playing Fantasy Age 2nd Edition today. And the aim of the Rando stream is Lee will create 2 completely random characters with no choice as to what we get. And then we will play a small little adventure. Are you able to log in there, Lee?
Yes. Actually, was taking a while. No. It's going different game currently in session.
Yes. That's as the fantasy. You're probably logging into the modern age stream.
I was going to the one that was running, but obviously it's not. Your games. Interesting. You must have got rid of one. No, that's fine. I'm coming in now. It's all good.
It's all good. Yes, with the
new
server up and running with the software I'm using, it's 2 different URLs per stream. Or 2 different URLs for the 2 different streams. So you should have access to 2 different randos there. I will bring them up. I have been tidying up a few things to make it look flashy and new and handy.
You like flashy?
I do like flashy. So, can you see the character creation?
Yep.
Yep. You've got Rando 1 up.
I got both up.
You've got both up. Oh, you're way ahead of the game here.
I'm all over it, bro.
So, if we go down to abilities, you'll see some of the nice new things. I've been adding coloured tables to make things look cool.
What?
I know. I worked out Foundry. Fantasy. Yeah, what do I use? Foundry. Yes, Foundry doesn't like tables with the new journal interface they use, but you can roll it back to the old one, put nice tables in, then roll it forward, and away you go.
Okay.
So if we go to abilities, let's see what Rando 1's abilities are going to be.
Table looks different.
I know. It is the same information. Accuracy of 1. Communications 1. Constitution 0. Ooh, nice fighting.
Nice fighting, yeah.
Yeah. Intelligence of 1. Perception of 2. Strength of 1 and willpower of 2. Okay. So, all up, that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points, which is pretty close to average. I can't quite remember what the point buy system was, but I think the max was 11 or 12, so that is pretty cool. Now we can go to Ancestry. You will see, if you right-click the random race roll, in the chat window, it'll actually pop up with a little thing you can click to take you straight to the page. That's one of the things I've been working on.
So it's not clicking. The random race roll is not working.
It isn't. Why is that? It works there, but it's not working for you, is it? No, random
just
right-click doesn't work. Are you able to left-click it, open it up, and roll from in there? Does that work?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So you are playing an elf. Now, if we click on the chat, it'll actually bring up the elf in its own little window, which is nice and new and flash.
It's a bit of a weird looking window. Something's weird though with it.
Something's weird?
I don't think it's worked. Yeah, if you look at my stream, you can see it's looking a bit weird.
What are you streaming on? I haven't actually looked at your stream.
Oh, just my Lee Howard 25 Twitch.
Twitch. Let's log into Twitch. I'm going to have to... Oh, yep, it's popping up into my chat. And Lee Howard, I see you right there. You've got 2 viewers. No, it's showing me a Transformers thing. Oh, is this an ad?
It will be, yeah. Shadow Chef. Wow, it's been a while, mate. How's it going?
Oh, and another ad. You've got ads on there.
It's all the money I make.
Okay,
Yeah, right.
so playing as an elf, you get a choice of intelligence, natural law, or perception seeing. So if you roll a 1d6, which I haven't put the 1d6 button there. Yep, 5. So 1, 2, 3 natural law, 4, 5, 6 seeing. So you get perception seeing. And then on the 2d6 elf benefits, we click that twice. Okay, so the first one is a 4, you get intelligence, cultural law. And the next one is an 8, you get a +1 to your accuracy, putting your accuracy up to 2. You also get dark sight, and your speed is actually equal to 12 plus your dexterity, giving you a speed of 13. Elf. Excellent. We close that, and we go to your background. Once again, nice flash tables. I like my tables.
It's almost like you've picked up something new and you're playing with it.
Yeah, I just wanted it to look kind of the way the books are, so it's the same colours as the books and that sort of stuff.
Just so you know, when I click on Elf, I don't know if you're watching my stream.
Yep. I was watching it.
It looks a bit weird. I can still see behind it. It's like it's got like a weird...
that there is... yeah, it's just the way they've done journals. It's a slightly newer version of Foundry, sorry.
Oh, I see, okay. Background?
Yep, let's go background. Okay, 2. So that puts you as a lower class. Now you can just scroll down to lower and it'll give you the information there. And 1, you are an artist, an elven artist.
That makes sense. D4?
A D4 or a D6. Well, it's 1, 2, 3 for cultural, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3,
evaluation. 4. Intelligence evaluation.
Intelligence evaluation. Right, and I've just crashed out of my stream part, my thing that I was playing. Let's see, player handouts, character creation, and class. So with this sort of build, that class could actually be anything.
Interesting. Okay, well this is unusual, so I'll be completely useless at things. A mage.
Hey, you are a mage.
That's unusual. Don't rarely roll mages, you know.
Yeah, I think we've done 2 so far. That's it. Maybe even just 1.
I remember one at the beginning, which had was it a rogue and a mage right together?
Correct.
Took out the gullies. Yeah.
Right, primary abilities is accuracy, intelligence, perception, and willpower. Start in health if you roll a 1d6 there. So you'll get 4 plus 0 plus 20, giving you 24 health. Little squishy, but you are a mage.
It's better than the
Sorry?
hacker had last week. Better than the hacker had last week. I think he had like 17 health or something.
Okay, you get brawling and staves. You don't get a choice in that. You get automatically Arcane Blast, which is technically an equipment. You get an Arcane Device of your choice, which will go in equipment. You get Magical Training, so you get mana points, which will be 1d6 plus 10 plus your willpower.
1d6 plus 10 plus your willpower. Okay.
Yep. So 4 plus 10 is 14, plus a willpower of 2 gives us 16. At least that's how my math works.
Hi, Chili. How's it going?
Okay. Next thing is a specialization. So you can see there you have a choice of Arcane Scholar, Crime Lord, Elementalist, Fey, Divine, Infernal, Marine or Pirate, Miracle Worker, Mystic Navigator. You're a Miracle Worker.
I am a miracle worker, it's true.
All right. Miracle Workers are good for healing. So...
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. It says, Miracle Worker, you have an affinity for healing magic. Your magic teams with life energy and you become sensitive to it. When you cast a Healing Arcana spell, targets regain extra health equal to your willpower. Nice.
Oh, okay. That's good. Willpower's too. Do I need to switch my intelligence and my fighting around or something?
I would possibly say yes. You want that to be your swap?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Fair enough.
Especially with reading Miracle Worker's intelligence 2, willpower 2. I was like, okay, if I switch this turn around, I don't need fighting, really.
Yep. Nope, that is all good. Next thing to choose will be your starting talent. Surgery, linguistics, or lore.
Oops. Oh, no, what have I done? Click on button, second.
Okay, Surgery. This is kind of making you a full-on healer. So, as a Surgery, you treat wounds and illness. You have trained in the art of Surgery, and your aid is swift. Heal is now a minor action for you.
It's bizarre, isn't it? How I've gone completely...
Yeah.
Like, if you can do a build, you go, oh, yeah, I'll just do this as a build for a healer.
You would, actually. Okay, so that is a mage, mostly. We still need to choose your arcana, which I'm going to guess healing is going to be one of them.
We should do this. We'll just keep going down this this road.
Yep, you get two arcanas to choose from. So healing being one, and what would you like the other one to be?
Is there a buff? Or protection, maybe?
There is protection arcana. So that gives you Arcane Shield, Arcane Tent, Mage Lock, and Spell Ward. And then the buff one would be possibly Enchantment Arcana, helps buff a bit. Power Arcana is also a bit of a buffer. Fate is like an anti-buff, but can also buff your guys.
I'm just looking at the novice spells, so... I want stuff that protect not just me, but my mate.
The party.
The party, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think any of these work.
Protection Arcana. Does Arcane Shield for 1 round? No, Arcane Shield protects you.
Just me. Tent is a bit kind of stationary.
Situational. So I'd probably say Protection Arcana is not what you want. That's for you. I would almost look Enchantment Arcana. You can enchant a weapon. And power an item, spell glyph, those would be some. I'd probably say enchant weapon would be your best one. Heroic Arcana, actually Hero's Armor gives your allies an extra bonus in armor.
Oh, well, that could be good.
Hero's Courage to give them an extra willpower boost. Hero's Might will...
yeah, Hero's the way to go, I reckon.
Hero? Okay.
Which one would be better? Probably go for... I might just go on the armor one. Just go for boosting of protection.
You get 2 to choose from.
Okay, so that one there.
So Hero's Armor and...
Maybe something attacking as well?
You can only... If you choose, the Healing Arcana, you can only get Healing and Heroic. You can only choose 2.
Oh, no, perfect then. Okay, that's cool. Yeah. So after the healing one, I'll go for, I guess, Healing Touch is probably the most logical one, isn't it?
It is, and Revival, in case the other guy gets knocked down.
Yep.
Yep, and what was the other one for Heroic Arcana? Courage, Inspiration, or Might?
Oh, Inspiration, maybe.
Okay. So with Inspiration, they get a +2 bonus to the next ability test they take. That's pretty cool. And it is a major action, but yep, that can definitely help a lot. So we have one fully kitted out mage right here, with the exception we don't have your items. So for items, you start off with a backpack, traveler's garb, and a water skin. And if you're a mage, you get one weapon, which will have to be either in the brawling group. I mean, you'll get your fist automatically, because everybody gets a fist to punch. You can choose a gauntlet or an improvised weapon, or if you go down to staves, you can choose a club, a morning star, or a quarterstaff. With a strength of 1, you could probably go for the morning star, because that does 1d6 plus 3.
Perfect. Let's do that, yeah. I do need something vaguely attacking, don't I?
Yes. Okay, and I think that is your character created. So, we have, if you open him up and you click on the little picture of a person there, it should open up, what is that, the tokenizer. Does that do it for your stream? I'm just having a look at your stream.
Just picking a random elf name first.
Generator.
There's important things now.
Fair enough. Okay, well, while you choose that, I will choose some random magey picture.
Male, female. All right. Male is 1 to 4. 1 to 2. Female is female. Okay,
female.
This is unusual.
Okay.
Ilsha? Ilsha's quite a cool name. E-I-L-S-H-A. Ilsha.
Ilsha, okay. That is spelled E-I-L-S-H-A. I'm looking at your stream. And then we go prototype token, change you to that, change you to always for everyone, and you are friendly. Right. Asset library, I'm going to delete them. I'm going to go up because I'm in my battle cards pack and I want icons. I have a bunch of elven icons. Now that is pretty cool. Though I like red. Okay, so we have Elsha. You should be seeing a little icon on her fairly soon. How's that?
Oh, yeah. Just popped up. Yeah, perfect.
Cool.
I'd actually dropped one into chat for you. But
you did? Let's have a look. I can change it to that one if you want.
No, that's okay. It's all good.
Sweet. In that case, Rando 2. Let's make a start on them. Okay, 2 accuracy again. 2 communication.
Oh.
-1 constitution. Bad.
That's going to hurt.
1 dex. 3 fighting.
Oh, no.
1 intelligence.
I want to be a fighter.
3 perception. 2 strength. And 2 willpower.
May need to change something around here.
You may. Well, it depends on your class.
Oh, true. Might get some boosts out of it.
Right, your ancestry.
Oh, it doesn't work. So.
You may just have to open it. Sorry,
you're
a goblin. Ooh.
I'm a gobby. That's unusual.
Yeah.
I've never played a gobby
So
before.
that is communication, investigation, or dexterity, stealth. So 1, 2, 3 for one, or 1, 2 for one, 2, 3 for the other. 1, 2, 3, 4. That
a stealthy
gobby.
I mean.
A stealthy gobbly. Yeah. Your speed is 10. You have dark sight. And now we roll twice on the goblin table. So 8, giving us another accuracy. And 8, you'll have to re-roll that one. 7.
Just I'm obsessed with accuracy.
You
it's all I
are
want.
indeed. 5, that's better. You get swift. So with swift, that puts your speed from 11 to 15. You're a fast little goblin.
That's fast, sneaky little goblin.
Sneaky and fast.
That's fun.
All right. Background. You're an outsider.
Why do I always roll low in these? I never roll really high.
Know.
It's quite bizarre. Well, it's very rare I roll anything above that. A radical?
Radical, okay. And
a persuasive radical. Okay.
Interesting.
This is a really weird roll.
You could literally go any class here. Whoops,
Well, Constitution being so low doesn't help.
Not true. So you probably don't want fighter.
No, but I have got high fighting. I've got 2 and 1 in fighting.
Right. Let's see what class you are. Oops, I'm just spelling something. Mage.
Goblin mage. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work.
A goblin mage.
Ah, 2 mages in the group. Is this a good idea?
It could be. You could choose 1 as a protection, 1 as a blaster. Okay, so 5. That puts you to 24 hit points.
It's the same as the other guy. Yeah,
it is. Okay, brawling and staves. We don't get a choice in that. We get Arcane Blast, which will actually be a lot more powerful than the other one because you have higher... well, not more powerful, you just have a higher chance to hit.
Because higher accuracy.
Yes. Now, did you want to swap something like you're fighting with your willpower or fighting with intelligence?
Yes, probably intelligence, I imagine, because I think 1's a bit too low, isn't it?
Fair enough. Then we roll a 1d6 for your mana points. Two, so 14. A little bit less than the other guy.
Yeah.
Mage specialization. Sword mage. I was just thinking that would be good. So you pick one type of one-handed melee weapon, such as a battle axe or longsword. You are now considered trained in that weapon. You can also use it as an arcane device, and it counts as magical. I would say goblins, if you start leveling up, are really good at using daggers.
Ah, okay. Well, there you go. Just do that. Sneaky, daggery mage.
Sweet. So I will give you light blades as well. Starting talent is lore. You know stuff.
I know stuff. I've read books.
So, when you study hard, reduce the cost of extra information stunt by 1 whenever you use a lore focus. Okay, all we need to do now is crash out a mage. As we go for starting equipment, we didn't actually roll.
No, he needs to choose his spells.
Oh yes, his spells. Good point. Spells. Do you have that on your screen?
No, actually.
Nope. Okay, I will.
Level 1 class powers, evens, odd. Magic special. There we go. Yep, nice one. So if I'm being fighty.
One thing I would look at, if you are being fighty, is possibly Fire Arcana, because you start off with flame weapons as well as Flame Blast, and then maybe some other type of damaging Arcana.
Well, Flaming Weapon would be cool to add to my dagger, wouldn't it?
Yep. Okay, so we go Fire Arcana, Flaming Weapon, and what would your second one be for your Fire Arcana?
Yeah, that's a good blast. I don't think what's shape fire, yeah, because the other two are not really attacking out there. They're more manipulating of fire rather than
correct
trying to kill stuff. So
flame blast it is. Powers, and then what's your second arcana going to be?
You just go for like death or something.
Death arcana. It is very, very heavy on the mana pool.
Ah, okay.
So I possibly wouldn't look at that.
Enhancement, enchant weapon, identity enhancement, empowerment, weapons, spell.
Yep.
What's fate with that? That sounds fun.
Fate arcana is basically playing with people's pools for your stunt dice. So puppets of fate. You can, let's see, you manipulate the fate to discomfort your enemies. For the remainder of the encounter, you may force enemies within 12 yards of you to re-roll a successful ability test.
That sounds fun.
Cool.
So that puppets of fate? Yeah, that sounds a fun little thing to do.
Puppets of fate, and what would be the second fate arcana you would like? So Hands of Fate, you can manipulate the fate of your allies. When you cast the spell, you get a total bonus equal to your stunt dice +1. For the remainder of the encounter, you can give part or all of this bonus to an ally within 20 yards.
Sounds cool, though, isn't it?
It does. Fate's Gamble. You can basically, you tug the strands of fate in a way that may benefit you and your allies, but that can also be fickle. So basically, you roll the dice, you choose your stunt points, and from then on, for the rest of the encounter or until you cast it again, you get to choose whether you use that or the initial roll. And then Agent of Fate, choose a subject within 10 yards, including yourself. If you successfully cast Agent of Fate, record the stunt dice. Whenever the encounter does, they can... No, maybe that's the one that I was thinking. Fate's Gamble, what is that? For the remainder of the encounter, you or allies within 10 yards of you generate stunt points on a test, can choose to immediately wager those stunt. Reroll the test, and if the second result is successful, you gain additional stunt points. So yes, you're saying I can do this really good and you get more stunt points out of it.
I'm better than this.
Yes.
So the other one's, I think Hands of Fate actually sounds better.
Hands of Fate. For the remainder of the encounter, you can give part or all of this bonus. So yes. Okay, Hands of Fate it is.
Fire and Fate.
Fire and Fate. And now we have weapons. Let's go to the weapons list, and you'll get your bludgeoning. Nope, you're brawling. There's brawling. So you get a fist because everybody gets a fist.
Can you flash up there?
Sorry. Yep.
Oh, starting equipment. I got it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Nice, thanks. So we're going for light blades and dagger, wasn't it?
It was, or a short sword. It's basically anything from the light blades lot, so you can choose a short sword if you want.
So why are goblins better with daggers?
Because they are quick and agile, and they like to jump up and stuff onto people. So if I show you, let me find the player's handout. If I go, is it specializations? No, it is talents. And I show you the talent. If you scroll down to Goblin Secrets, which you can get at level 2, at Novice... when striking a target using a light blade, you can choose to do only half the amount of normal damage, but gain a +2 to your defense against that target for a round. And then Expert, you can choose to do half as much of the normal damage, but you reduce the target's defense by 2. And then Master, you can do both.
That's fun, isn't it? That's cool.
Yes. So you want a short sword or a dagger?
Yeah, well, short sword will work, wouldn't it? Still as light blade. So yeah, I think short sword a bit more of a hit, isn't it? Enough strength to do it, so it's not.
It is, and it counts as your arcane weapon.
Yes.
Right, we just need to roll money for both. So outsider for the goblin and lower class. Who is that one for?
Nice.
plus 15, so 28 gold for the goblin, or silver, sorry. And 38
Solid.
for
exactly 10 more. So they rolled exactly the same. That's funny.
Okay. Now, I would personally look at buying some mana potions. Having 2 mages, you're going to rely on mana.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So if I go to items and I show the player, we've got potions there, and we should have some mana potions. I will let you take 2, but if you, per character, but if you want more, you'll have to buy them.
Oh, there's T1, 2, and 3. What's the difference then?
I've only put that they heal the same amount, but technically T1 just gives you 1d6 plus willpower. T2 gives you 5 plus 1d6, and T3 gives you 10 plus 2d6.
Okay. And they're 12 for each, and I've got 38. So they make buy an extra one each.
No, 12, 24, 48. Sorry, I did not. If you have a look at the health potions, they work on the same class as the health potions.
That's cool. What do I need other stuff? I don't really need much else, do I? Gear-wise.
No, I don't think so. Maybe someone.
I'll grab some health potions. Oh, a lockpick? I'm going to grab a health potion if I can have any health potions as well.
Yep, 1 health potion each. Sweet. In that case, I think we're pretty good and ready to go. Yeah. Oh, no, we have to name the goblin.
Aha.
So if you name him, I'll find a little picture for him in my archive thingy, if I have one.
Goblin. Yeah.
Well, I have that picture of a goblin.
He's a boy.
Here's a boy. Excellent, because I have a picture of a male goblin. It's like a goblin.
Mordak.
Mordak. How would you spell that?
Mordak. Mordak. A Goblin in The Good, the Bad, and the Smug by Tom Holt. There you go.
I have not read that book.
No, neither. Cool name though, Mordak.
Okay.
Wow, he's an ugly looking goblin. Compared to an elf. It's a bit of a...
Right. Now, before we go into my usual, why can't you see anything? Let me put it in so you can actually see. Okay, vision. You have vision, and you have vision of 200 yards. Okay, and Mordok has vision of 200 yards and dark vision. Okay, why is Mordok just sitting there as something totally weird? Good look in Mordok. Nope. Itchy. Let's take that off. His token should be perfectly fine. There we go. We've got Mordok and a leash. Is it Alicia? A leash?
Alicia, I'm going with.
Okay. Here we go. So I don't know why you guys are traveling, but you have come across a
We are.
maze.
We are part of the same mage family. We went to the same school. We're hanging out.
Okay, excellent. Well, you have come up to a cliff or something. Basically, you have a choice of walking 20 miles around in one direction or passing this tiny little weird hedge mage. So you guys have decided to go through the hedge mage.
Is that a hedge mage, is it?
It is a hedge mage.
I can hardly see it. It's really dinky.
Yes. That's because it's a big maze. So you need to basically get to the other side. That is your sole mission. In front of
There's
you...
a weasel.
Yes, you see a tiny little weasel that sort of stands up on its hind legs and then chirps at you. And then he goes running up this direction here. Do you want to follow him, or do you think he's leading you into the wrong place?
I don't know. I feel like he's dodgy. I don't know if I trust weasels. What do you...
It is your choice.
I'm very confused. I'm very confused what to do. I'm trying to think if I can use something special to kind of get myself, give myself an answer, like an intelligent roll or something I can do to why a weasel would be in a maze.
Well, that would be a nature roll.
Cultural law evaluation. Seeing. What's seeing? What does that do?
Perception seeing. That's to basically look for stuff. You can roll that if you want.
Well, problem is Mordak's pretty useless. That's not bad roll.
So
Mordak's pretty useless when it comes to perception. So
perception seen 16 with 2 stunt points. Okay, with that you can see that there are cracked vases and stuff. They only seem to be leading in one direction, not the direction that the weasel took down. You can see with your perception going down this path here. Very large. They look like hoofs from some sort of cattle. You can see coming down this one here, you can see fresh marks made by the weasel, as well as some larger animal, very similar sort of paw prints to the weasel. You can't quite tell what it is. And down this particular path here, you can see the same hoofs. So
what do you reckon, Mordak? This is really weird. I'm not sure what to do. What are these pots and pans? What are they? What's this cutlery, broken pots and stuff? What is it? Oh, new text.
Yep,
You put numbers.
I'm putting numbers there, so it will make it easier, and I've just gone and put the wrong number, so this will be 1.
Oh, you give me a R, you see, for the maze.
2, 3.
Can I examine all these pots on the floor, see if there's anything weird on them?
Yes, you can actually.
Inscriptions.
Now, the pots, you can make out that some of them have ash inside them. Some of them have remnants of jewels, like a little bit of silver. One will have a tiny little jewel in it, and you can feel some sort of sticky silk in it.
Can I use my evaluation to work out what this used to be?
Yes, you can.
Mordak's just looking really confused. He's not really sure what to do.
11, they all seem to be like canopic jars, so jars for burying the dead.
I wondered that, yeah, okay, that makes sense.
But there is a lot of them, and they lead you up path number, what is that path?
3?
Path number 1, actually.
Oh, that way. Oh, I see. We're actually in the maze. And there's 4 ways to go. One of them's called new text, not number 4, though, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
What do you reckon, Mordak? Left or right? Because I can get nothing out of this. I don't know if I want to follow that weasel. He looks dodgy because he's a weasel. The hoofs don't really help me. I think we should follow the cattle, because cattle always know where they're going. They always go to water and stuff.
So their paths are taking you through either which
3,
one?
Isn't it? 4? I think 3 was what I was feeling, actually.
Yeah, 3
which is the opposite way to the
4
weasel.
Both have.
Yeah, I'm thinking 3.
You're thinking 3? Excellent. Oh well, you can start walking down 3.
We'll be relatively cautious.
Do you want to send the sneaky goblin first?
Oh, sneaky. Yeah, that's a good idea. Can I? I feel like I've gotten both of us collected though. How do I unselect?
Click on.
I got it.
Okay, cool.
Got it. Right, it's going to sneak up behind this bush and look down there.
Okay, you can basically see the end of the maze there, turning to your left.
I can see nothing, Alicia.
You
I
can
don't know.
see
Maybe we just go
nothing.
for it. Let's just go it. Let's go for it. What's the worst that can happen? Hey. She's like, yeah, you've said that before.
You've said that before, and I'm showing the stream what is the worst that can happen.
All right. Who knows? Right. Okay. So we're gonna slowly sneak down.
Sweet.
My gobbly's being sneaky and small, like
Yep.
he is.
I will get you to roll
although
a
Alicia's
stealth
pretty,
test.
she's light-footed, so she wouldn't be disturbed and making much noise anyway, will she?
She wouldn't. I believe they have the same dexterity, don't they? Yeah, Alicia
one
has
and one.
1 and 1.
But he's got stealth too. You see, he'll be using his stealthiness.
Yes.
Which is why he's ahead, and just walking up to important places.
Excellent.
Just take a stop for a second, have a listen.
Okay,
Anything
make a
interesting we can
perception
hear?
test for me.
That's not seeing, is it? That's
That
just
is not.
be...
That's just straight perception.
Oh,
absolutely.
that was amazing.
Nothing.
Wow,
no,
that's amazing.
neither of you
might have
can
got
hear
something.
anything.
Could I rolling? I guess I got to get the bad rolls at the beginning.
True.
I'm going to try and. I can't look around the corner, can I? In this,
not really. No, you just move the character and say you're looking.
I'm looking.
You can see that it's actually an elbow corner.
It goes back on itself. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So I shall look again, which is.
Okay, you can see this path goes all the way down. You can see one little canopic jar right at the far end, and it turns to your right. However, you do notice at about this point here, you can see the top of what looks like a ladder.
Maybe a way out. What do you reckon? How tall is this maze? How tall is the elf and the mage?
About 8 foot. The elf is about 5'10", and say the goblin is about 4 foot.
It's a short elf. I was imagining elves to be like 6'5", like nearly 7 foot and kind of tall and slender.
In D&D lore, they're generally a little bit shorter than humans. Right, I would like you to make a stealth check at this point.
God, okay. Well, that's better than my 1-1-1.
That's pretty
anyway.
good. He is very stealthy.
Yeah, he's stealthy boy. Can I hear anything?
Make another hearing test. Nope, nothing at all.
Not feeling it. Not feeling it at all tonight with the help with the stealthy tests. Would her? What is it? I don't understand seeing. What is that?
Seeing is actually physically looking at things and picking them up. It's slightly different to searching, whereas you are. Remember in Lord of the Rings where they're chasing the orcs and Aragorn says to Legolas.
He looks over the. Yeah.
Yeah, he sort of says, "What do your elf eyes see?" So that there is seeing, being able to see in the distance, being able to see in bright lights, being able to see things physically in front of you, whereas searching is being able to look for things, hearing is hearing.
Things out of place.
Yeah.
So are there anything happening on the floor here with the hooves and stuff? Are they still wandering off?
They are starting to get a bit heavier heading around the corner.
There's not less hooves than originally?
More of them.
Kind of work out how many hooves were there originally?
They all look like the same sort of hoof. You can't tell. They're all the same size. You can't quite tell if it is because it's the same animal and there's lots of them or it's multiple animals.
So when you say it got heavier, does it look like someone just jumped onto the back of whatever hoofed animal it was?
Something has jumped up and down a bit. Something has walked a lot around it. Basically, there's just lots and lots of hooves. They do get deeper. There's a few little scuff marks as if they have been scratching. Make a seeing test for me. 13. That is enough to notice just underneath the ladder. You can actually see some gouge marks in the fence.
These gouge marks, are they made by an animal or made by like a metal thing or
no, by an animal, by a medium-sized horn.
A horn.
A horn.
Huh.
I mean, cattles have horns, so
yeah. Not rhinoceros then.
Not a rhinoceros, no.
Okay.
Not a rhinoceros, not an elephant, but you'd say cattle horns.
Cattle,
could be goat
cattle
horns,
horn
but cattle.
attacking the ladder. What's on the top of the ladder? Can I see anything?
No, the ladder just is there.
Does it go over the top? Does it kind of look like it goes higher and
All you can see
not
is the top
weirdly?
2 runs of it, and it looks like it's firmly planted on the ground on the other side.
Okay, Mordak is going to wander over towards the ladder
Okay,
quietly and
go for it.
stealthily. So he's going to crawl onto the side of the wall.
Yep.
And then crawl along the side of the wall slowly. And Alicia
Yes.
is going to sit back and just watch
Okay, excellent.
with interest of looking for anything that interesting might happen. Because obviously she's a safety person, so she's like,
Yes.
all right, okay, I'll look after you, bro. Just go and have a nosy.
Yep.
Where is the ladder anyway? Is it like here?
Here it is.
How do I make it flash?
Hold down the mouse. That's it.
Okay. Does this ladder look like it's a new ladder?
No, it looks old and horrible and wooden.
Does it look like it's safe?
About as safe as a ladder in a maze would be.
Yeah, a light gobby safe?
Yeah, light gobby safe, easy.
Okay, light gobby safe is going to climb up ladder very slowly and just put his little eyebrows over the top.
On the other side. Only the top is on this side. So you'd have to climb up.
Oh, I see. I have to go it's on the other side. Oh, okay.
That's why you can't see it.
So can he jump onto her shoulders?
Yes, he can, actually.
Ah, see. Okay, so see, nothing's happening, so she's going to slowly walk up, doing the same thing he did, just do the sneaky, copying him, even though she's not really sneaky.
Okay.
You know,
in that case, I would like to make a stealth test, just to see how she is at rolling, at moving.
And what is this?
That's just straight dexterity. 10. Interesting.
In between everywhere.
So, is the goblin sitting on the elf's shoulders?
Oh, well, she's still sneaking down there.
Yep.
So I think there's a ladder there, isn't it? So
the ladder is there, yes.
Yeah. So there, basically. So sneaking down on shoulders. He's going to poke his head over the top.
Okay, he can... I wonder how I can do this.
This will mess with your showing what you can see thing.
No, not that.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. I can do
That's
it.
clever. Okay, yeah.
I should have probably made it as a door for you, but there we go. You can... He is now up the top. He can see a little alcove with the ladder going down and 2 chests on either side. While he is doing that, however, Elsha can hear something just to the north of you. As she sort of looks around with the goblin on there, she sees a monitor just staring.
Do you know, I thought monitor thought, will this be some sort of mythical animal? Brilliant. Okay.
Yeah, well, we had 2 Greek animals last time, so we'll have another Greek animal.
Oh, for another one. Does he look angry?
He looks more confused at the moment.
Oh, well, that's good. Okay, we can do confused.
Okay.
Does Mordak notice?
Mordak does not. He is in... Well, you're in charge of Mordak. I mean, he's looking at the chests.
Okay, so Alicia's going to kind of like go... like nudge him to kind of go, hey, or something, quietly. Because he's got persuasion. I'm thinking he's persuasion on the monitor. Say, hey, bro, it's okay. It's all good. We're friends. I'm not here to hurt you.
In that case, roll a communication test. Is it... It's persuasion.
13.
13. I will roll a willpower
What am I rolling?
test.
6, 2, and 1 for? What's going on here? Oh, bro.
The Minotaur sort of looks at you. You actually technically kind of win that because you got the highest stunts. That's what I was more looking at. He sort of looks at you and he starts inching a little bit closer, looking kind of confused.
Question? Can dinosaurs talk?
That would be an intelligence.
I've got cultural law.
Okay, cultural law. Go for it.
Because that's culture, isn't it? Like a cultural law.
It is.
Oh my god.
As far as you know, no, they do not talk.
Do they understand any sort of
they do.
Hand signals or anything like that? Or?
From what your cultural law role said, basically they are a dominance-based culture, so the strongest is the best. and they are very much, they like shows of power, they like hunting and killing, that sort of stuff.
Okay, that's not really helpful. I thought they were half men.
They are.
Man. Yeah, okay. Okay, so what's Buntor doing? Just looking a bit confused.
It is looking confused, and it is coming a bit closer to you. Ooh, I don't know if you can hear that. It is pelting down at the moment.
No, I can't hear over the rain here, probably.
Ah.
It's been raining here all day today. It's been shocking.
Yeah. He is coming closer, and you can, he's sort of nudging Elsha with the goblin on her shoulders.
Can I pat him on the head?
You can indeed.
In like a hi, mate. It's okay. It's all good. Like just gentle, softly speaking.
He sort of looks a little confused at you and then nudges his head a bit closer. I do want you to do a dexterity roll for me.
Which?
Just straight dexterity.
No, who I meant. Sorry, not which. But
yeah, her, sorry. With that, like he starts butting his head against your hand the way cats do. He is, however, unaware that his horns are very sharp, but with that sort of roll, you're able to sort of move around and still pat him while he is swinging his head around.
So, are Monitors owned by people? I don't know what are they animals or are they classed as people? Like, what's
this one I would say is a bit of a solo.
Okay. I don't know how to communicate with the guy. This is what I'm struggling with. Does Gobby better help? Would Gobby know anything?
The goblin can make a roll, an intelligence roll.
So I'm just rolling 10s and 11s all day long today. This seems to me.
You are, but this one here, because you got 4 on your stunt dice, he knows. Elsha doesn't know, but he knows that they can be tamed, and they do have a rudimentary language. It's more based on grunts and stuff, not necessarily an actual physical language, but they can learn, they can understand, and they can sort of communicate.
How can you get him to guide it? Can you guide us through the maze? Do you understand? Maze? Guide? Help? Are you okay?
Communication roll.
Are you okay? Just a straight communication, yeah?
Yep.
I don't know what's going on here today.
No, you are rolling
10s
really low.
11s.
He
10s and 11s all day long.
Grunts a little bit, and he kind of pushes Mordok and Elish aside a bit. So he pushes them. He sort of gets to that part there, and he sort of thrashes his head against the bushes.
How tall is he?
He's about, I'd say 6.5 foot, so he's a bit bigger than the elf.
Alicia? There's nothing there. I didn't notice anything. I could like move the ladder over to. Does he want to get in there? Does it look like?
It looks like he does actually.
How heavy is he?
Probably about 140 kgs. Fairly muscular.
Oh, because I've got a strength for 2 and a 1 on Alicia and Mordak, so Mordak's pretty strong.
Okay, that will be a strength light test if you wanted to have him.
To try and give him like a pump up to go over and look over it.
Yep, okay.
There's nothing around we can use, is there?
There is not at the moment, no. There is stuff around in here, but nothing right in your vicinity.
Nothing useful.
Yeah.
All right, well, Mordak's going to try and give him a pump up of his leg, which is weird.
Make a strength
light
test.
Just rolling a 10 and 11 all day long.
You are, but an 11, it's not a tough one. With that, the Minotaur is able to get upright. It hooks the ladder with its horns and sort of throws it over. The ladder is now on your side. It then scales up the ladder, jumps down, and goes running off. It gets to that end there, and takes off to the left. And
That
as
was unexpected.
sorry,
That was unexpected.
yes.
I didn't expect that to happen.
So as you are up on the ladder, you can actually see the tiny little weasel sort of scurrying around in corners. It sort of looks at the Minotaur a little confused and then gives chase.
Oh, I think we should go over the ladder. What do you reckon?
You think you should go over the ladder?
I think we should go over the ladder and have a look. As we're doing it, though, can I work out if I can pull the ladder with me, just so we don't get stuck in here?
You should be able to.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, so I've unlocked it, so you should freely be able to move through the ladder.
Cool. Oh, I keep losing people. There you go. All right, let's stop and have a look. What do we see? So we've got 2 chests.
2 chests, yes.
Can we see traps? Can we see anything weird?
You can't necessarily see traps. Everything looks a little overgrown. However, if you make a seeing test for me, there might be an inscription.
10 or 11, that's what I'm thinking. Oh, 10 this time.
10,
nice.
One. And what is the other one?
It's broken. The game is broken.
Well, it's not broken. It's just not
Consistent.
working. Hey, look,
8.
that's better than an 11.
Yeah,
well, not better,
go.
it's just different. Okay,
It's
Mordok
different,
can
yes.
only see a nice lock there that requires unlocking. However, Elsha can see an inscription in an ancient language.
She has cultural law. She might be able to work it out.
Cultural law, okay, roll for that.
Yeah, well, she has that. Might be able to work it out from that.
Go for it.
If you can give me a vague answer. Yay! Yay! Made a roll.
That is really nice and high.
Hmm.
Okay, with that particular roll, I'm just putting my volume up a bit because I seem to be getting quieter and weird. Okay. With that roll, she understands it's not really translatable into common, but it's sort of an old druidic language that implies treasures will not last forever, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. However, by giving up the earth, you can it will grant you what you need, not what you want.
Oh, okay. So it's one of those like a chest that you open thinking something and you'll get it? Is that what I can take from that?
Well, yes, it's got a little lock. Both have locks on it. So,
yeah, the locks could be an issue though. Do they look quite old, the locks? Like fragile?
No, they actually look unrusted.
Ah, okay. This is interesting. I don't know how to pick locks. Do you know how to pick locks?
It's dexterity.
It's dexterity, is it? Okay.
Yes.
Well, we can have a go at picking locks.
Okay.
We've got exactly the same, so here goes 110 and 111, I guess. Oh, 14.
That's not bad.
That was...
Okay, so she moves up and she tries to pick the lock. However, she, with her knowledge of the inscription, the lock itself looks completely new. What she does is she picks up a bit of dirt and just sprinkles it over the lock, and the lock completely dissolves and the chest opens. However, Mordok does not see this.
Oh, he hasn't rolled yet, so let's just see what he does. Anything can happen with Mordok there. 11, there you go. Stun points, though.
Stun points. Yep, he undoes the lock and opens it up, and he can see a nice big bag of gold.
Ah, this is unexpected. Does it look like stuck in there in a weird way or anything like that? It's like
it does not. You can pick it up.
Okay, I'm suspicious about this, so I shall take it.
Okay. Alicia.
He's poor, you see. He's like, this is great. I need money.
Elsha, is she opening the thing?
Yes.
Okay.
She's thinking excellent thoughts as she's doing it. She's thinking cool things that she's...
There is no gold in there. What there is, however, are two... a plank that looks separated, and as she pulls it out, it sort of separates into this weird magical rope bridge.
Okay.
Yes.
It's elven rope. Bridge.
It's it's got planks on it, so you throw, you can affix it to something, you can walk, you can climb. Basically,
Yeah,
it's
right,
like this
okay.
weird magical rope bridge.
So I just had a thought. That ladder that we were on top of just now, that we couldn't see over the maze when we did that, could we?
Not
It's not high
really.
enough for us to see.
Well, it is high enough to see, but you can see the general shape of the maze. You can't see what is in the maze.
Okay, but you can't work out where to go.
No, you can't.
What's it? Is this a tunnel as well that I'm looking at in the middle
That is
of
a tunnel,
this room?
yes.
Is it quite a big tunnel? Or is it Minotaur went through it, so it can't be bad size?
It's big enough for a Minotaur, yeah. Minotaur.
So I've got this really cool rope ladder thing. It looks magical. What that's like? I've got gold. I don't care. I like
however, something's itchy in his pants.
gold. Oh, okay. Does it look like it's coming from the gold spot?
Funnily enough, yes.
I shall now remove gold.
As you remove it, out pops from the gold a couple of 100 rats.
Ah.
Tiny little ones. Basically a giant rat swarm, and they instantly start biting.
Oh, he's going to go. Oh, I don't know if climbing helps against rats, does it?
No, rats can climb very well.
So look at you
roll
rolling
initiative for me.
16. I'm just not going to do very well today. I have a bad feeling about it. Oh, look, someone rolled a 10. There's a shocker.
Okay. So it is the rat swarm's turn first, and they are going to attack. So
Attack.
Attack.
Of course they are.
They don't generate stunt points. They're too small for that, so they are just doing straight out damage. 1 point of damage. Maybe I should have.
Armor?
You don't have armor. Mages can't wear armor, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
But that is the end of the rat swarm. Mordok, it is your turn.
I'm thinking fire is the way to go.
Fire, okay. Excellent.
Can I do like a scary fire? Does that make sense? Because obviously it's lots of, like, it's quite a mass, aren't they?
There is a mass, yes.
So, yeah, so I wouldn't be just shooting at one rat in particular, I guess. Or do you treat them as one, do you, when you attack?
The way a swarm works is basically if you hit, you kill one of them. And as I said, there's a whole heap. The best way to kill swarms is either using stunts or using AoE damage.
Yeah, so Flame Blast, is that AoE?
Flame Blast is AoE. I believe Flame Blast, it says...
8 yards long, 2 yards wide.
Yes.
Let's do that.
Okay. So you cast, you roll the dice on Flame Blast. And that will tell you if you...
I managed to break... Oh, this is... Okay, cool. Sorry, I had an issue with the screen looking thing. Flame Blast.
Oh, look at that, with 6 stunt points.
What?
That is a huge amount. So we can have a look at the player handouts for the stunts. With that, that will be magic stunts, basic spell stunts. Now, with 6, what I would personally recommend is use at least 2 of them for powerful casting. You can use 3. Basically, will increase my ability to decrease my ability to save.
Okay.
And then there is, I think there is imposing spell. No, split spell.
Fast casting? Is what we're doing fast casting? Just doing lots of...
Okay, fast casting, and that will let you roll a second one. Yeah, so do you want to use 2 for powerful and 4 for fast?
Yeah, let's do that.
Excellent. So, my save, what is your spell power? Your current spell power is force of 12. That's not it. Where does it actually say spell power? It should be 14 because it is 12. 10 plus... Oh, yeah, force, 12. So it is 12. So by increasing it, I have to do a save of 14 because you're adding 2.
Cool. Okay, so if I do my damage now, I guess.
Yep. No, wait until I roll my dexterity
Oh, I see. To
save.
oh,
Well,
13.
no, that is good because you added the extra 2. That put it from 12 to 14, which means I failed. So
yeah.
on your damage one, click on full damage.
So just roll damage, yeah? Or do I add?
If you have a look in the chat, there is full damage and resist damage. So click on the full damage one.
Got you. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, I was on my wrong place.
Full damage of 9. I will apply the damage. And it isn't piercing, is it? No, it's not. There we go. So a large chunk of rats are burned. Now you get to add a second spell.
It was good this time. No, 10. Can't believe I'm rolling 10s again, though.
How much mana does it cost? It costs 4. So that's you have gone from 14 to 10. 6. So you have 6 mana left for the goblin.
That was a blast. Okay.
Done a decent amount of damage, though. Elsha, your turn.
Oh, sure. I guess you're just going to go Morningstar and do like a swipe of some sort, I guess. But I don't know if Arcane Blast is a better option. That's not wider.
Arcane Blast will have probably the same amount of chance to hit, but it is ranged. It will...
Yeah, true. Yeah. So it might be better to me standing back doing that than getting involved in the swarm of rats that are attacking him.
Well, it will add your willpower to it, whereas the Morningstar, if we just roll damage on them both and see what bonuses we can get. Okay, so better, Arcane Blast rolled a 1 and got 3 damage. Morningstar rolled a 2, but it got 7 damage.
Yeah, okay. So I need to move over and then do smacky with the Morningstar, I guess.
Target the rats and then smacky.
Sorry, I forgot to do that.
14? No, that's right. 14 is a hit. No stunt dice, but it is a hit.
No stunt points. Oh, Jesus.
Yep, you do 1 point of damage off on them.
1 point? Oh, okay.
1 point. You killed 1 rat.
Right. Awesome.
Yes. So you squished a rat.
Splat. Yes.
Okay, the rat swarm is going to turn and attack her. Let's see, can I actually hit? I don't think that is a hit. No. So I can't 10, even bite you. Mordok, your turn.
Flame Blast is probably bad now because I don't want to use awful mana immediately. Although I got a potion. How bad are they looking?
They're only about a quarter of the way through.
No, okay. I might do more flame blasting then, I think.
Yep, they came out of the bag. The bag is still at your feet.
Okay, interesting. So you mean, what you're thinking, like destroy bag? Do something to the bag, close it or something?
Nope. Remember the inscription. Well, the general...
Oh, I remember...
Yeah.
When you want something.
More
At least you would think this one.
Yeah, she put some dirt in and it unlocked and gave you something. He just took what looked like fancy gold out and it turned to be a swarm of rats.
Yeah, I don't think Mordok's smart enough, though, to know this, does he?
Well, he's actually got better intelligence than she does.
Okay, he would have heard the inscription at the same time. What can I put in there, though? Flames, I guess?
I mean, you could put the bag back in.
Put the bag back in the chest?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can try that. Okay, I'll try and flick it over there. With my my short sword, I guess, or something, if I can grab it. I've got my hands free, haven't I? So I can probably just grab it and chuck it towards the chest.
Sweet.
Or I can move, can't I? I don't know if I do that because I can kind of, yeah. Okay, I'll do that then.
Okay. So Mordok moves over and puts the bag back in. As he moves, the rats jump into the bag, into the box. However, they are still nipping at him. The box is open.
All right, close the box.
They burst back open and continue to nip.
I'll close the box or the bag. Close the bag.
Doesn't make any difference. Every time you, like the bag, it doesn't matter if it's open or closed, and every time you close the lid, they just burst it open and continue to attack.
I have no idea. I know you're trying to get me to do something, but I can't work out what you want me to do. I don't know.
What did Alicia do? Elsha.
Well, she threw dirt at it, didn't she?
She put some dirt on the box, yes.
Right, okay. Well, I can try that as well then.
As you do that, the box actually locks or shuts and then locks, and you can hear nothing from it. It looks like it is a brand new box with nothing there, still locked up.
Okay. I am slightly confused. I'm not sure what to do with that box. I might just leave it alone, you know.
Okay.
Because I don't trust it now. And I don't really understand what I can do to, like, the whole dirt thing didn't make any sense.
Basically, you gave the earth back to it, and it gave you what you want, whereas the goblin's box...
Oh, I see.
Took...
Literally give him earth. Okay,
yeah.
It's a literal thing rather than a...
So
see, I was thinking metaphorically giving earth to something.
And that sort of stuff, but if you give the earth, it'll give you what you want, or what you need,
okay, so,
what you want.
Okay, I'll do the same then. Throw some dirt on it again.
You put some dirt on it. Once again, the lock dissolves. However, this time when it opens up, you can see there is the bag in there. But as you grab the bag, you open it up, and it is full with nothing but dirt and rusted hunks of metal. No longer has the gold in it.
Okay. I'm going to take this anyway, out of curiosity.
Okay, cool. Nothing happens. There's no witchy, no nothing.
Okay. Well, shall we continue on?
Why not?
That's a very exciting room. All right, let's go through the tunnel.
Okay.
What is it? Is it a corridor at the end?
It's just another corridor. You can see it can go left or right for you.
Shall we go left this time? Because we went right last time.
Okay.
Any footprints? Any hoofs? Other than obviously,
other than the ones that you've seen go running down and this direction. Whoop, that's a drawing that didn't work. This direction here, nothing.
Okay. Oh, interesting. So we would have got stuck in a dead end around the corner there anyway. This is kind of all going the same way, isn't it?
Correct. That was a dead end. So you wanted to turn left.
Well, no. Now I've looked down there, I can see that it just goes back on itself, doesn't it?
It is a maze.
So I should change.
Mazes turn back on themselves.
Well, okay. I might even sneak up there and have a look.
Okay, yep, he can see the path turns back around. Yes.
Okay, cool. Right, he's going to go back again. We'll go down this way and do the whole peeky around the corner.
Excellent.
Can we hear anything interesting?
You actually make a hearing test for me.
I'll just keep rolling tens because
no, 17. Okay.
Finally, good elf he is.
So what you can see, what you can hear is a sort of muttering and that sort of stuff. It doesn't sound goblin or common, whatever. It actually sounds more gnomish. But you can hear stuff tinking and muttering, and you can also hear the weasel from around here-ish sort of chirping, and you can hear the monitor sort of, making weird noises.
Okay.
You don't hear anything. No, nothing that you can understand.
Nothing sounds angry though.
Nothing sounds angry.
Happy.
No.
Just confused.
Yes.
It's like ends up like being like Alice in Wonderland. This is to me now.
This is a really weird maze, yes. So you can see that. You can go down and you can see the weasel scratching at the actual door, scratching at the maze. It then pops through. And the Minotaur basically jumps there, sticks its head through, and starts going through. Now, when the weasel scratched, it created a tiny little door for it, big enough for the Minotaur's head. However, it started to close, and now the Minotaur is half stuck in this maze. And you can hear from the other side of the hole, "Oh, you stupid cow, what are you doing? Now I'm going to have to free you, aren't I?"
Can we help at all by pulling the Minotaur out?
You can
Or making
actually
the hole
start
slightly
pulling
bigger?
it out. As you pull it, you can hear the voice, "Well, that's weird. How are you doing that? Is there somebody over there?"
Yeah, hi.
"Oh,
What's going on?
people who can
Who
actually
are you?"
talk. Why, this is
Yes.
interesting. I haven't had a conversation in ages. So, what's the weather like?"
It's fine to middling.
"Oh, excellent. Well, I'm out of conversation ideas, so I
Okay.
suppose pull this beast out and you guys had better come over."
Where are we? I'm so confused. Okay, we'll try and pull the Minotaur out. We'll grab
Yep.
one on each of his
He
shoulders. and
pops
pull him out.
open and the door shuts. And the guy's like, you're either going to have to find a way or just climb over the fence. I can't really open doors big enough for, like, monitors or
Okay.
humans or... I don't even know what you are. Who are you?
Oh, we're a goblin and an elf.
Oh, I like goblins.
Yes.
Okay. And then he opens up a little door and the goblin is able to pop through. It's like,
Oh.
the elf, you might just have to climb over. You don't have access to a ladder or anything, do you?
Interestingly enough, we do.
Yep. You're going to
Very
use
strange.
the
So pull
magic
out
one that you
the
got,
magical ladder and throw it so it hooks on the top of the maze.
and you're able to easily climb up and
Jump
over.
over.
And the Minotaur follows you before
And
you
there's a
pull it.
weasel drinking a cup of tea in a top hat.
Funnily enough, not quite that. The weasel is having a bit of a drink. It goes scurrying over to this little well, but it's not drinking tea. It's drinking water. And no, there is no tea party. But you do see a real nice garden. You see what looks like some beading material over there and all that sort of stuff. And you see giant arches leading into there. And this weird little gnome with glassy white eyes comes up and, well, hello there. I don't know. I can't remember my name. Nobody's called me anything for ages. Call me Nomi.
Nomi. Hello, Nomi. I am Mordock. This is
Hello,
Alicia.
Mordock. You're the same height as me. I like that. And
It's a good height. It's the best height, actually.
yes,
so.
and tall folk. You should talk to the Minotaur. That they like tall folk.
Can you communicate with the Minotaur?
I can indeed. Can you not?
Oh, vaguely. I just wondered if you have a communication, like a way of talking.
He casts a little spell. I'm just going to make sure that he actually casts said spell properly.
Drinks a potion.
Nope. He successfully casts a spell called Beast Speech. And
okay.
he then talks. He turns to the Minotaur and he says, What do you want to ask it?"
Oh, no, I just wondered if you can communicate, because we just saw him wandering around aimlessly, looking a bit lost, and managed to get him over the maze, but I wasn't sure if it was actually what he wanted. I was confused.
He looks at the Minotaur. "Have you gotten yourself lost again, my friend?" And the Minotaur sort of makes some grunts. He's like, "Yep, he's not a very good Minotaur. He gets lost in mazes very easily."
It's easily done. The whole thing about mazes is they're a bit confusing.
Yeah,
Like, we're trying to get on the other side of this maze, and we're really confused.
Ah, okay. Well, I sort of gave up searching for an exit a long, long time ago, and I've sort of just been stuck here, just making my life.
Since. So have you not mapped out the maze, like worked out?
Well, I've explored a bit, but it's not much. It's just hedges and trees and creatures and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, that kind of is mazes. At least you have a nice spot here.
I have a very lovely spot. You guys should stay with me.
Oh, we're actually on the way to somewhere. We're on the way to a mage convention on the other side of this maze.
But is it as good as... And he pulls out a drink. Whatever I have in this flask?
I don't know what you've got in the flask.
I don't know. What do I have in the flask?
I'm intrigued.
So
Is it
am I.
water?
He takes a swing of it, and you can see his glazy eyes sort of deglaze a little bit, and then he falls down on the ground, and he's like, that was some strong stuff. I don't even know how I made it. I don't even know when I made it.
Wow.
Interesting.
Okay. So we're trying to get through this maze.
Yeah.
Do you think you could help us? Like, is there anything in here we should be warned about? Have there areas of the maze you don't go to?
Well, there's some areas. I mean, there's places I don't go. I just don't know where they are. I mean, why would I remember a place I don't want to go?
True. Yeah, good point. Okay. Okay, cool. How long you been here? You don't know how long you've been here.
Oh, I don't know.
Can you even remember where you came from originally?
How long has it been since gnomes have come into this land? And the answer to that's a couple of thousand years.
Ah. Have you not even done like measured it by amount of winter you spent here?
Winter? This place doesn't come with winter. It's pretty much the same.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay, cool. Do you need anything? Do you need food and stuff like that?
Nope, I grow everything I have right here. You can see here's a nice little pumpkin
pumpkins. Patch. Yeah, right, true. Oh, it's really nice to meet you. You seem like a jolly fellow.
Oh, I am very jolly, especially when I have this. And he pulls out another flask and he's like, I can't remember when I made it. I think it has pumpkin and cinnamon in it. I think. Do you want to try it?
That sounds tasty. No, I'm okay. Can you try it first? Because last time you didn't know what you drank and you looked a bit glazed.
He takes a swing and suddenly he vanishes. And he's like, this is incredibly good stuff. You sure you don't want to swing?
It sounds real fun. Can we take some of it, though?
He's like, oh, I'm holding it to you. Just grab it. Okay,
I'll just take it. Okay, I don't want to drink it now, though. I want to drink some later because it sounds like a really cool thing to do later, not at this moment.
A few seconds later, he comes visible again. It's like he doesn't even know what it is, but you have one invisibility potion. Lasts about 30 seconds.
That's incredible. You made this?
I think I made it. I might have brought it. I could have brought it in with me. I don't remember.
Wow. Do you want to come for a wander? Come for a wander with us. I feel like I should take you for a walk. You can show us around the maze, all the cool bits that you know already.
All right, then. I'll come with you.
Come on, just humour me. This could be fun.
The monitor goes over and starts gorging itself in the fountain. So he's like, well, there's really only one exit here. And he goes walking through and he's like, here we go. This here is my front porch. You can see a big giant bush basically blocking everything else. Well, blocking everything for the goblin. However, the elf is able to see over the bush. Yeah, and he's like, this takes a little bit of time. And he sort of scurries on his hands and knees and goes under a little path over on the side here.
Can we both get past, right?
You both can.
Okay, cool, we can. Okay, we'll just wander down with him. Just like a...
And he's merrily whistling away as he gets to the end here. And then he looks and he's like, this bridge used to be a lot bigger. I don't know why bridges wanted to shrink. It's a bit weird. And he sort of looks over to the bridge and he's like, haven't worked out what's down there yet. One day I might see.
What's on the other side of the bridge?
I don't actually know.
Did we pick up our magical ladder as well as we're going?
You did, yes.
Okay, cool. All right. Wait, do you want to have a nosy? Do you want to have a look?
On the other side of the bridge, but
yeah,
I don't know what's there. Okay. How do we get across? I'm too small to jump.
No, but I've got this magical ladder. I reckon I could throw it over and hook it on the other side. Then we can just crawl across.
Oh, where did you get that from? That's pretty cool.
We just have it. It was quite lucky. Just a bit of luck, really.
So you throw it, and it is able to actually bridge the gap. You can walk across that part there. He sort of balances. He's like, wow, I've never done that before. I've never been on this side. I wonder what's exciting, isn't it?
I don't know. So we'll grab the ladder as we go.
Yep, fair enough. Now, I want you to make a seeing test for me when you get here.
Oh my word! I cannot roll another 10.
Far out. Okay, get the goblin to roll a seeing test.
Perception. 3 10 points. I got some stun points though.
You see nothing out of the ordinary.
Of course not. Does the gnome see anything?
He does not. He's busily chatting, telling you all about the potions he makes. Every now and then he whips out something and has a big swing.
Oh, he went quiet.
He's walking, happily walking.
Okay, we'll just walk behind him because he does seem like he seems quite oblivious or happy. So
Yeah.
we'll just use him as a bit of a oblivious or happy
He
person.
walks down
Whoa,
there.
what's this? Whoa, what's this?
What's that? I don't remember. I don't go in there.
Should we have a nosy?
Or if you want to have a nosy, but I mean, I think a look would probably be better than a nosy. Who would stick their nose in a room that you don't want to go in?
It's a good point. True, but I like having a nosy at stuff. That's kind of how I do it. Goblins have big
Stick your
noses.
nose somewhere. Well, you do have a very long nose. I must admit that.
Exactly. Yes. So we'll have a nosy. Oh, I've got 2 of them.
Oh, sorry. You'll have to deselect.
Yeah, no, I realised that as I did it. Oh, what's in here?
So you can see a bunch of statues covered in a fine silk.
Oh, okay. Not cobwebs then.
Well, yes, cobwebs.
Oh, okay. Statues are not dead bodies then. That's good. Anything interesting in there?
Interesting. Yes, as you walk in,
At
you
the
can
back,
see
it looks like there's some
two
chests and stuff like that.
You can't see any chests, but you can see 2 pristine lion statues on pedestals.
Oh, that's weird. Not covered in...
Not covered in any anything, any spider web or anything. You do also see, right at the end, a huge pile of spider webs and some very weirdly, like it's an orb made out of metal, and it looks weird.
Does it look like any holes that spiders may come out of?
Nothing that you can see, but make for me a seeing test.
Oh, 1 more point and some points. Oh no!
Yeah, you're going to have to roll 19 or higher.
Okay, that's not great then. Well, as he's in the room, let's roll another 10. 9. Okay,
9.
cool. God, he's useless.
Both of these guys are pretty typical guys. You're just rolling terribly.
I know. Yeah, no, I've been rolling 9s and 10s every single. Hey, Nomi, have you been in this room at all then? You're not even heard of this room?
I was in this room a long time ago.
Interesting. Do you know anything about these statues?
Ooh, would they be gazelle statues?
I'm sorry, what gazelle did you say?
Yeah, the big gazelle statues.
No, the lions, aren't they?
Oh,
the statues.
Lions.
Yeah, I don't think they're gazelles.
No, I don't know any lion statues. Oh, wait a second. No, I'm trying to think. Now, lions are the creatures with 2 arms that fling their poop at you, right? And the gazelle is the big one that will eat you, right?
That's right. Yeah, it's close. It's close enough. Yeah. Okay. Are there any footprints or anything interesting going on in this room?
You can see some pretty deep imprints of a very large creature. They look like forks.
Forks. Okay, so lizardy.
Kind of.
Don't know if I like this room. And that's so the orb's not got anything over it at all. I can zoom in. I can even see better, can't I?
So the orb is just covered in spider webs.
I was covered in spider webs, along with all the statues, but they're not the 2 statues behind us, which
No.
are probably... Do they look like they move? Do they look like they've been disturbed at some point? Like
Looks like the pedestals could turn around.
Interesting. I don't know if I want to turn them around because... Oh, hey, let's go and do it. Let's go over. Mordok is going to wander over to one of the statues and just see if he can, anything really obvious, just move them, slide them, turn them like a...
Okay, which way do you want to turn it?
Clockwise. please.
Clockwise. Okay, so you've got this one facing now that way.
I'll go to that one there. Do that one there. So clockwise is, facing off to the right, I guess. Oh.
Okay, you want the other statue to go clockwise?
Did it move, did it?
The first statue did, yes. I don't have it as...
No, that's fine. I just want to check it did. So I'll get Alicia to do the same.
Okay. It's now facing that way.
Yes, correct. Okay. Nothing happened?
You can see a slight glow coming from the orb or the contraption.
Does cultural law help at all with this? Evaluation or anything like that?
Evaluation may actually help.
Interesting. I'll roll 10.
Oh, look at that.
Whoa.
Okay. You do recognize
finally.
this particular puzzle. It is a combination lock puzzle. They're not really meant to keep people out. They're meant to be left in places to keep non-sentient type creatures out. So, creatures that can't think.
Okay, yeah. I can't put two and two together to make it
correct,
twisted.
yes.
Line.
So it's usually meant to do something good. Well, keep something good hidden in a public place that's usually full of animals and stuff.
Ah, okay. Interesting. Do I know of any normal way they do these? Like some mazes are always like every left you go right or something. Two lefts and a right is the way of solving a maze. Would you know anything about this as a clue to getting past it?
This particular combination lock, by looking around with the stunt points of 4, you are able to determine that one of these is correct, one of them is facing the wrong direction.
Ah, interesting. Okay. I'm going to shout over to Mordok. Hey, bro, can you just turn yours facing the other way? Just do it 180.
Yep. So that is now facing that way. And you do hear a weird clunking sound, and the top of the cylinder actually starts spinning around. Not fast, just de-screwing, basically.
Does it stop halfway, or is it just...
It does not. It opens, it de-screws, and then it just stops. Not halfway. It's like it's come
fully
to
open,
the end
is
of
it?
the run.
Okay. Being the sneaky one, Mordok is going to do a stealthy wander over there.
Okay.
Just being really careful to it's not falling to the...
Roll for me a stealth check.
Not 10, please. That's
14.
better.
That's not too bad at all. I will roll to see... Okay. He is
10.
able to walk across.
Okay, so he's going to go over to... I'm guessing it's this thing over here, yeah?
It is, yep.
Yeah, okay. And he's going to peer inside it.
Inside, it seems like this weird black void. It's like you put your hand partially in it and your hand just vanishes into this void. It also feels really tickly and weird.
Hey, Elsa, have you heard of this before? Weird black voids?
That would be an arcane law test, so that's straight intelligence.
Cultural... Oh. Watch out, head bunny. Although, saying that, What's Face has got intelligence to 3, so he may well have...
He might as well roll himself.
He's a mage as well at the end of the day, so he might know stuff.
Oh, 16. This basically opens into a pocket dimension where something is generally stored.
Did you ever read the Magician books when he had
I
the
did.
guy with the bag with the oranges?
Yes. Yes, he wanted to become a god, I believe, and he ended up throwing himself into a void as the demon was coming from the second level of hell.
No. So this was a guy, I think it was a monk or something. One of his mates came along. He always had a bag.
Yes, full of
like
oranges.
a bag.
He also...
And it wasn't full of oranges. It was actually a void fruit to like orange store. Because every time he put his hand in, you get an orange. Everyone an orange? Here you go. And he just handed out these oranges and always had oranges because he put his arm in the bag and came to an orange store with your friend. It was an interdimensional thing.
Okay. That sounds more like a Terry Pratchett thing. Not a...
No, yeah, no, but it was definitely on Magician.
Okay. No, because
okay.
It's been a while since I've read The Magician. The last ones I read were the other series, started with Talon of the Silver Hawks. So I think he done 3, then 3, then 3.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
there was
they
a
were quite
guy in there. They went to the second level of hell to see what was happening, and basically this weird entity had burrowed itself through, and it was burrowing into their dimension. So Pug flew up into space, and the tsunami, or I can't remember how to pronounce them.
Yeah, the lizard guys.
No, not the lizard guys. The guys that had no metal on their planet. The whole war on Myrmikil was based because they had no metal. All their weapons were wood. Well, they've had a peace treaty and stargates, for a lack of a better term, to both planets for quite some time. But basically this creature was burrowing through on that planet, and Pug evacuated as much as he could through stargates, and then just got the moon and smashed the moon into the hole, which was enough to mostly seal it. But while they were doing that, the guy who had a bag that he'd just pull out an orange, he also had a scroll of some ancient deity in there that made most people mad, and he was using that to basically become the avatar of another god. But he ended up throwing himself in there to try and do battle with whatever was burrowing through to stop it, given Pug enough time to throw a moon at it.
For free. Wow.
At least, I mean, that was like 4 or 5 years ago I read it, so...
Yeah, I can't remember. I read that like 15 years ago, I think. I was reading that early 2000s, all those books.
Yeah. They are good books. I do like them.
Yeah, they're solid books. Yeah, really are.
I actually like the Serpent War over the Rift War, believe it or not.
Oh, okay. I like this riffle because it starts in the beginning, like in a kind of meeting two guys.
It does, yeah.
And then you get to know them with Thomas and Pug playing. It's good.
Thomas and Pug, and I can't remember the rest of the guys' names.
No, I can't remember. No, it was a long time ago.
I was got Marcos the Black.
Oh, yeah?
Wanted to become the new god of magic.
That's right.
Pug kind of stopped him doing that, and he was a little annoyed.
Okay, back to the game. So...
Yes.
We have a void of some sort.
Yep.
Which possibly goes to somewhere else. It will go to somewhere else, but it's whether it goes somewhere good or bad. Or whether I just put my arm in it and feel around in there. Or just put my head in it and have a look around.
Okay. You want to stick your head in?
I'm going to stick my head in.
You can see what looks like a little scroll in front of you.
Oh, okay. Well, let's remove the scroll from the orb.
Okay, you pull it out, and luckily you sort of slide down to look at the scroll. Just as soon as you do, the contraption slams shut. If your head was in it, it might hurt.
That might have been tickling. Okay. I did want about to put my arm in it, but then that's boring, so let's go full head.
I would like Elsha to make for me a dexterity roll, an initiative roll.
Oh, God. Okay, cool. Because 10 is the most,
of course, number. Yeah. Basically, she can feel something weird behind her. She tries to dodge or do something to get out of it. However, she feels a sharp pain on her back.
You rolled a 9.
But I rolled a 9. So it scratched her. It managed to hit her staff that she keeps on her back and basically do nothing. So, yeah. As she turns around and as the goblin looks around, he can see a giant spider basically hugging her back. I'm talking like a giant tarantula.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. You've done good graphics. I can see Scary Drake.
Yeah.
What's in the scroll?
Do you want to read it now?
I'm going to have a quick look because it may help us. Why not?
Basically gives you the map of where to go.
Oh, cool. Okay, well, I'll stash that then.
Yeah.
What's Nomi Boy doing?
Nomi Boy, he takes one look at the spider, and he is going to basically cast for himself. Where is it? He's like, I'm noping out of here. And
didn't he just?
He does indeed. Actually, with 4, he's going to cast a second spell. He turns invisible, and you can hear him say, I told you not to stick your nose in places. People who stick long noses in places get their noses bit. He is going to cast another spell. He is going to do Disorient. Like,
he's on a roll.
He is. He's like, I recommend you noping out of there with me. And
yep, we're going to do the same.
Yep, he totally vanishes because he's now invisible. But the spider, I believe it is a willpower test. Be sent. No, let me read Disorient. A target within 20 yards of you must make a willpower self-discipline test against your spell power. His spell power is sitting at 13, 14, 15. So, willpower self-discipline. Nope, I failed. No, that's good. That's good.
That's really good. No, I like it.
Yeah.
You're back on the 9s and 10s
if
like
the
me.
target fails, it takes a -2 to all tests and moves at half the speed. Okay, it can make another willpower test at the start of each of its turns. Basically, it lasts until the end of the encounter or until he makes the save, and the save is 15. So he now has a -2 on absolutely everything. So I will just let me put in an effect. I will add another effect. Blah, blah, blah. New item.
I can't believe I just rolled 2 9s for initiative. That's amazing.
Oh, I'm not really understanding how this one works.
I'm going to drink some potions of invisibility. To do nope to
effect. So I will add. No, okay. I've basically got a -2 on everything. Just we'll have to remember it because I can't.
Have to remember it, yeah.
Work out how to change it. Okay, so yeah, Spiders misses his turn. Alicia, your turn. Alicia, sorry.
Who's got the potions? I didn't actually know.
Both of your people have 1 health potion and 2 mana potions.
No, the magical invisibility potion.
Alicia.
Drink a potion? Sip potion? Take a sip potion. Do what I have to do.
Sip it. And then, yep, that's a minor action to sip.
Cool. And then throw a potion to... Or can Mordak make it to each other? And can they run to each other in time to just hand a potion over?
There's only 1 potion. Only 1 can actually...
Oh, only 1 can take it and then 1...
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then she will do that because it's probably better that she's a bit squishier than the fighter guy.
So she is drinking some invisibility for a minor action, and is she noping out of there?
She's going to go and stand at the doorway, out of the way.
Yep.
So she can't be attacked, yeah? And then cast... I guess Hero's Armor could be quite good on him, on a mate.
Okay. The spell lasts, does not stack, so how much does it this? Modifies, it will give a modifier an armor of her willpower, so +2 armor to both of them.
Cool, okay.
So if you wanted to roll the hero's armor test, yep. No, you can't cast it.
Oh, well, she's doing nothing then. She'll just stand there.
You're rolling terribly this turn.
It's just the whole thing's been like it, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay, Mordok, his turn.
He's fire. I think fire is the best way to go.
So flame
blast. Actually, can I down a mana potion, the top end mana potion first before doing this as a minor, and then do
minor
the
action.
Attack?
So roll d6 and you'll get that +2 mana back. 4 mana, that gives you 10.
That's terrible. Okay, cool. I was looking at. Okay, cool. Yeah, flame blast.
Okay.
That's said spider.
Go for it.
Huh.
18 with 6 stunt points. Nice. You can make it a lethal one and do an extra d6. Okay, I dodge, so I've resisted the damage, but you can still alt-click resist damage and add, I think it's 2d6 extra damage to
-2,
it.
bro. -2.
-2, that still puts it to 16. Your test is 12.
Oh, I
14.
see. Okay, it's
Yeah.
not against my attack. Okay, so what does that mean then? It doesn't hit him at all.
So, no, I've resisted the damage. So if you right-click on resist damage in the chat and add an extra 2d6 for lethal spell.
Yeah. I was wondering if I could do anything like knock him over or something like that as well with my spell points.
No, that's not a spell one. That's a melee physical.
A melee one. Okay, so just basic spell stuff, yeah.
Yep.
Lasting. Magic shield, fast casting, and post spell. So do one lethal, one powerful? Is that what you reckon?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so what's that? 2d6 and so resist damage. What do I do for the 2d6?
So right click on resist damage and change extra dice to 2d6.
Extra dice to 2d6.
Or stunt damage to 2d6.
Increase the spell by 1 stunt point as well. Stunt damage by 1 as well?
Stunt damage by 2d6, and that would be about it. Because even increasing it by 1 puts it up to 13. I still rolled 16.
Okay, so just putting stunt damage to 2d6.
Yep.
Cool. I wasn't confused on this. I rolled some 3s.
That's a decent amount of 3s. Ignore armor.
6s, but
there we go. It does burn it. It takes 10 points off him quite happily. So that's still a decent hit. Spider's turn. He is going to attack. Now, being a -2, I will go -2 to attack. That is a hit. However, I'm also going to roll a willpower of -2 to see if he gets 15. Nope, he is still dazed. He still hits you. But it is going to go for damage, and I'm going to do damage modifier of -2. Roll dice. A whopping 8. Hey, wait a sec. No, that's not 8 because she's invisible, isn't she?
She's invisible. You can't see her. Yeah, sorry,
Yeah.
I was just confusing. No, you can't see her.
Yeah, no, he is
and she's
going to
moved
charge
as well, so
over.
she went like that and then stood in the doorway out the way, so she can actually
Okay, so let's redo all of that. She is invisible. I am going to do you, and that is going to be at a -2 to roll and see if I can hit you. And I miss. There we go.
Perfect.
The spider is useless.
He is, isn't he? He's a bit floundery. He's almost as useless as my rolls today.
Yes. Okay, her turn.
I think she can do the same again. I don't think like she's going to attack because she doesn't want to be found out and seen by him, so she's going to be very subtle.
Fair enough.
If that makes sense, yeah?
Yep.
I don't know if this is a subtle spell to do, but the hero's armor again I'll do. Let's see if I can actually make it this time. That's better.
You cast it this time.
Right.
So Mordok now has an armor rating of 2, correct?
Yes, that's right, because it's willpower, isn't it?
Yes. So I will get Hero's Armor effect. Is it going to let me put it in? Talent, equipment. Where did it go? That's a bit weird. I'm not seeing it there at all.
What did it go under effects, wasn't it?
Hero's Armor effect. That's it. Modifier of 2. And that's, there we go. He now should have 2 armor.
21's good though. I like 21.
Yeah, no, it's
I think you put value 21.
I put it in wrong, sorry.
Shouldn't say anything, should have left it. He would have never hit me ever again.
Right, there we go. Armor of 2. And Hero, Miracle Worker, Power, Effects. I will do the same for her. Just give it to me. Hero's Armor. Sorry, it does take a little bit of time to get this set up. Turn on and 2. 21 again. There we go. So you both have an armor value of 2.
2. That's better than nothing. That's good.
That is. Now it's Mordok's turn.
So I'm just wondering, is this short sword better at this distance then?
It might actually be, especially if you do something like cast fire.
Oh, flaming weapon.
Flaming weapon, yeah.
Is that a minor?
It's a major action, but I'll let you do it as a minor. Cast it and then attack, because you are a sword mage, so...
Oh.
You succeeded.
11.
1 stunt point.
Wow.
Nice. I don't really think there's any stunt points, because it's not an attack spell.
No, it's just maybe I just did it with a lot of flair, maybe.
So, flaming weapon. Now that I can actually easily do that. So if I do damage of value of 1d6. And now flaming weapon is on. Okay, flaming weapon is on. Now if you attack with your normal stuff, it'll be extra 1d6 damage with your...
If I hit, if I don't roll 10.
You...
Oh, 13. Oh, I didn't select the spider.
You didn't select the spider. We'll say that's a hit. Because it's got a -2 on all its tests, which includes dexterity.
Hugely bad roll it. So just hit. So I'm confused by this button. So I hit damage, do I?
Yep.
There's damage now, rather than using the button, the small little fisty button.
You can do that, or in the chat, you can just click the damage button.
Yeah, okay. So that's D6. Oh, 9, 11. Oh, another 11 points.
Nice.
It's steady damage. It's not blowing him away, but it's steady.
It's not. He's down to about 1/3 of his health left. That's actually not too bad.
No, it's quite surprising.
He is going to try and attack, and that is at a -2.
So he rolls his 6 stunt points, because...
That's a hit with 5. I'm going to outright use lethal.
There we go. Spoke too soon. Oh,
16. You've got a healer. You can tank it. Okay, it is your healer's turn.
Heal Mordok.
Cool. Roll for me healing magic.
Here's some healing magic. Have this.
That is a pass.
Success.
So, healing, if you alt-click healing or right-click healing, you can add an extra 1d6 or 2d6 to the thing. That just takes 1, 2, or however many stunt points off. How much did that cost? That cost power points 1. Okay, so you're at 14 now. So you can drop it by 1, 2, or 3 spell power to do 1d6, 2d6, or 3d6. And that's if you click, do that. And
extra dice, yeah? Extra dice?
Extra dice, and add in your wisdom on top of that. So willpower of 2. So an extra dice, 2d6 extra dice, and damage modifier +2.
Oh, I see. Just put 2 in, yeah?
Yep.
So I've got 3d6, so I want to use 3 points, because he's not going to use mana for much else other than healing him.
2d6
so might as well just go for it.
more dice. Yeah.
Plus 2 damage modifier, yeah?
Yep. And that will add your wisdom and all that stuff in. 15. Now, does this actually work? This is...
It's actually putting back to full health.
It has, hasn't it?
It's back to 28. It is full health, yeah.
Yeah. There we go. See?
10. Yeah. Okay.
Easy peasy.
This is like proper teamwork and stuff.
It is. And now it's the goblin's turn.
And Gobby's going to have a stabby at her spider. Come on, bro.
Yep.
Oh, -1, -2.
That would drop it to 12, which would technically be a hit, wouldn't it? Can I make a... Let me just... Base is... If I do a modifier of -2. So yes, that is a hit.
Cool, thank you. And just hit you. No damage.
No extra damage dice.
6, 8.
So down to 10 hit points left for the spider. Giant spider is going to try and attack. He sort of looks and sees the holes close that he had done, and he doesn't particularly like that. So block, where is it? And It's still... Oh, no, first I do a willpower, see if I can get off this daze. No, I can't. 15 is actually quite hard
No.
for people who
It
are...
isn't it? You keep rolling
Yeah.
tens, which is unusual for this game.
Okay, I did succeed still.
Even
3
your roll
stunt
modifier was a
points.
good roll.
Sorry?
Even with your modifier, that was a decent roll, wasn't it?
That was. I don't think there's any point in poison biting you. But why not? I'm going to poison bite you. So this is going to cost my stunt points. And basically, you take a -2 to dexterity, fighting, and accuracy. Because you're poisoned now. So poison bite modifier, yep, that should be there. And if I go to main, nope. Talent power, are you activated? Poison bite is online. There we go. Plus I get a normal damage roll. Ah, idiot, let's... Sorry, I gave it to myself. I'm a fool.
No, that's good.
No. Put it back. There we go.
No, that's good.
Okay. Her turn. Elle's turn.
Does my healing remove poison?
It will. So you will have to heal her.
Him. She will have to heal him.
Yes. Sorry.
Hero's Inspiration would be a different thing, though. What would that do?
Hero's Inspiration gives him a +2 on the next
2
test he makes.
Why don't we just throw healing at him again, try and remove that poison? She would have just seen it happen, wouldn't she?
She has, yes.
And her job would be to keep him alive. So I might just do healing again.
Okay.
Missed.
Missed. No, you are not doing healing. Sorry.
No, so she's useless. Okay, so he'll do an attack again then.
It's the rolls. Yep, so he gets to attack.
And he missed.
And he misses. Yeah, that's because his accuracy has gone down by 2.
I know, but he's also been rolling 9s and 10s all day, so...
Yeah.
Seems to be stuck in a weird 9 and 10 roll day.
We
so
are.
Maybe 11. But...
We are. Okay, so Spider is going to try and attack. -2. Do I hit?
That looks good. Yeah.
That is, but it's just base damage. At least you still have armor on.
I know. Yeah. No, it's saving me a bit.
Okay, her turn.
She's going to try to do the same again.
More spells, yep.
Hey, why not? That's better.
That's much better. Okay. So
she'll do the same again. So
yep.
she gets a 2 damage modifier. Plus... And she'll spend a couple points. So I'll spend 3 points. Why not? Spend 3 points of extra dice. So that's it, yeah? 3d6 and +2.
Well, make it 2d6, and that will cure him. So one of them will cure, the other 2 will heal.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, 13 points to heal.
Back to full health. She's a really good healer. It's actually kind of cool.
And the poison is now gone. Excellent. And it is his turn.
You've not taken away her power points as well for doing healing.
Oh, yeah, it's meant to do it automatically, but it isn't. So that was 11, and that goes down to 8.
Yep, perfect. Right, he'll now try and do stabby again. I don't think he can do much else, can he?
Not
Flame
really.
Blast. No. Oh my God.
That's a success.
I saw was 1 in the 3. I was like, oh, and then a 5. I was like, okay, cool.
Because I keep getting dazed, it's still a success. Oh, look at that damage.
That's better. That's better.
1 hit point left.
Oh. Do you want to give up, Spider? You can go back into your hole.
Yeah, with that, the spider basically crawls up and over the fence. And that is the end of combat because the spider has noped it out of there.
Zoop.
You also are no longer invisible.
Oh, 30 seconds. Yeah, I did wonder actually how long the
6
30
seconds
was.
around.
Oh, so it's probably about perfect, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The gnome comes in and he's like, "Oh, don't like that."
No. Angry little bugger, wasn't he?
He was indeed. I think I'm going to call him Jim.
Jim. No, I think something more angry.
Something angry? Angry Jim.
Angrier. Angry Jim. Yes, perfect.
He's like, well,
Okay.
I
have a map. Stop, Mr. Gnome.
Oh, you have
We
a
have a-
map?
we have a
What
map.
is this a map of?
Ah, it's a map of the maze.
Okay.
Were you ever curious to see what the maze looked like?
Oh, I've never thought of solving the maze before.
Nice. You know, it could be all sorts of cool stuff in here.
Okay.
Let's roll out the maze.
I
The
will
map.
draw for you the path that it is showing you to get out.
So, Mr. Gnome, now we know the way out. Do you want to come with us, or are you happy in your world?
I'm kind of happy here, actually, I
Well, you
think.
might be. Do you want this magical ladder? I feel like it will help you.
Ooh, I like magical ladders. Do they make tea, though?
I don't know, actually. I've never tried to make tea with a magical ladder. Possibly.
Possibly. Okay.
You've got time. Sit down and try and work it out. It's magical, so anything could happen, really.
True. It is indeed. Okay,
Yes,
I will have this magical ladder.
Do we need it? I need to get back over that bridge, do I? Looking at this.
There is that bridge. You can also see...
Where does this take us? It's in a crazy route. It's the complete opposite way to where I was going.
takes you there. What
Awesome.
I don't know how to... Okay, I think what I will do is I will select all of these here. I'm going to double click on there. Give me half a sec because the motion will still be there, so you can't move through things, but sight restriction none. So can you see everything now?
Yeah, how cool's that? That's a mad. Okay, I might give it back to you when I've managed to get past all these holes that are showing on the map. If that's okay.
But you can now see the path to go. You can see that it intersects. You can also see that the weasel was taking you on the right path.
Yeah, true.
Although it could have just been taking you to the quickest path to
been-
burrow the hole to get back to the gnome.
Could have been anywhere it could have been taking us, yeah. Who trusts a weasel, really? I'll show him the gnome. Say, hey, so if you can let us get past this, what's that in the middle there?
That is another hole too. Oh, that there is a treasure hole. It did have a bunch of bandits trying to pull the treasure out, but every time they pulled the treasure out, it would fall back down no matter how far away they had it. It was going to be another puzzle, but it's also 7 o'clock.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. So it's perfect timing.
Yeah. There was going to be a whole heap of different little puzzles, but you solved 2 of them, and I was sort of calculating just 2. I shouldn't have put puzzles on the main road, I think. They should have all been side roads.
Yeah, from the maze, I guess, I was going to go one way, and unless I had a reason to turn around, I was going to keep going that way, wasn't I? Like I was going to get stuck going that way.
Yes, if you kept this one, you would have gotten stuck up here next to another chest.
Ah, that's very cool. What's that?
Which one?
Oh, it's a spider.
Oh, yeah, that's the spider. 1 hit point, he's hiding there. There is a chest up here as well. There's lots of little hidden chests.
So, it's got a magical ladder. Could we not just climb over the fence
You could
to get on the other side?
You could.
We might just do that then.
Okay. So that's basically the easiest way would be if you climbed and used the ladder to go there, and then climbed and used the ladder to go there.
And then walk around and out.
And then walk around and out, yeah.
Mr. Gnome, if you come with us to this point here, we'll give you the ladder, and then... And also, Gobbler's going to say, I've got this box of bits, and I'm not entirely sure what it is, this bag of bits. It could be handy for you. You might be able to make something out of it.
He sort of looks into it, and he's like, this is interesting. I wonder if it would taste good in a drink.
Oh, maybe. Maybe you cook it like a tea.
Ooh. Oh, yes, that is a good idea.
Tea is always the best way to go.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'll take it. Thank you for that.
Okay, cool.
So with
What was it though? Was it just a box of bits?
it was just a box of dirt with rusted
Okay.
metal in it. What it was meant to be was it was meant to be a bag that you could hold stuff in, and it was going to be solving this puzzle down here, the treasure thing. If you put the bag in it, if you carried the stuff out, then it would be able to do it. But yeah,
But I went the wrong way, so I went the different way.
yes, I possibly didn't explain it too well, but yeah.
That's really cool. Very cool, mate.
So it's the first attempt at doing a maze.
Yeah, I'm just seeing who's in chat. I guess there's still a watcher, so I'm guessing that's Tony.
I haven't actually paid attention to the chat. No,
I
I've still
keep
got
flicking back
ads for
every so
you.
Sorry?
I've still got ads. Every time I go back to your thing, there's an ad.
Really?
Yep, an ad break.
All this money I'm getting is excellent.
Cool. Oh well. I think we can call it there. You've pretty much solved the maze now that you've got the map. That was meant to be the hardest encounter. A map guarded by a giant spider.
Yeah, invisible healers, that's the way to go.
Yes, healers are very, very OP.
Yeah, she was awesome. Actually, because we had healers before, but there's always been like 2 points of healing. You're like, oh, that's great, thanks. My 1d6. But she could boost it all completely. So
she could, yeah. Nice. Oh well.
Yeah, good work.
Next week we have a special guest.
Ooh.
Yes.
Now, is he special, or is the thing going to be special?
Bit of both. But we have Kyle from the Xbox cast.
Oh no.
Yes.
I have to behave.
And he wants to do another cyberpunk one. So
of course he does.
He likes cyberpunk. So in that case, thank you everyone for watching, and thank you, Lee, for playing my silly little maze and my silly little goblin. No, my gnome. You played the goblin, I played the gnome.
1 second. So Tony's in the chat. Thank you, Tony. Did you enjoy listening to it? I don't know what she was doing. I think she plays Xbox listening to it. Good stream, she says. Thumbs up.
Oh, cool. Well, thank you, Tony. Is that Chili Dogs?
Chili Dogs, yep. After Blue's Clues.
Playing NFS, is that Need for Speed?
Yeah. Need for Speed. Unbound.
Nice.
We have a competition currently where she's trying to beat me to the end, 100%ing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I was winning last time I checked, but I've been playing Diablo all weekend, so I've got a feeling I could be losing now.
yeah, but you
Bluey,
gotta sort of balance it out.
Bluey.
Diablo is kind of better.
Sorry, say again?
Diablo is kind of better. It's
of
like
course
really
it is.
Good. Yeah.
Everyone knows that. Oh, she's one ahead now in achievements, she says.
Oh, well, you're still in the race.
Exactly, because I played all weekend. I bet she's put hours into it. She's not very good at drifting, though, so it's fun.
I could never get drifting in Forza. And I've never...
No, it's not too bad in this one. Yeah, Forza's bad, but the Need for Speed ones, the drifting's okay. It's fine. It's not too bad.
Cool. Oh,
drifting sucks, she says. Okay, mate.
Sweet. Well, yep, I will catch you next week. Kyle is going to let me know if he wants me on the stream next week for...
Yeah, we thought it was a good idea because I think you seemed like you enjoyed it on the news.
I did. I just
enjoyed having on it.
Yeah, Wednesday I was a bit late. I've been building a server for doing deployments and for Veeam backups. So it's been a few late nights this week.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, so no, you're welcome to come because it's quite good. I think it's quite good fun having you on.
Cool, yeah. Well, being on holiday, I think I will.
Oh, yeah, true. Look at you go, having the holidays.
Yeah, I know. It's weird, isn't it?
Exactly. All right. See you, mates.
Sweet. Well, thank you. And thank you, everyone, for watching.